Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video illuminates the dynamics between narcissists and their families, showcasing how their joint endeavors can affect you, the unsuspecting victim. Navigating a relationship with a narcissist is a challenging journey fraught with manipulations and emotional turmoil. Often overlooked, but equally crucial to understand are the roles played by the narcissist's family members in perpetuating the web of deceit. The family members of a narcissist frequently join forces with the narcissist to assist in grooming you to become their next source of supply. They work together with the narcissist to prepare or train you for a specific purpose. It is as though they are getting a sacrificial lamb ready, and afterwards they plan to feast upon it. This is the way these individuals with disorders regulate their emotions, enhance their self-esteem, and strengthen their perception of worth, making themselves feel important and powerful. The entire procedure serves as a means of entertainment and dominance for them. They relish the feeling of superiority that comes from manipulating and controlling others. When you first meet the narcissist, the facade they present seems perfectly normal, devoid of any noticeable deviations from your typical expectations. However, as your interactions with them increase, their true nature slowly emerges and certain characteristics and attributes begin to be revealed. You may get acquainted with the narcissist's family, and on the surface everything appears to be normal. Nothing may strike you as being out of the ordinary, and you might not perceive any anomalies. This might make you think that your relationship with the narcissist is significant to them, indicating something important or notable. However, when involved in a relationship with the narcissist, the family members are already aware that this relationship is not going to lead to the establishment of anything meaningful or significant. The narcissist originates from a background marked by familial dysfunction. In many cases, these family members are already aware of the manner in which the narcissist is treating you. But what is less evident to you at this stage is the complicity of their family members in perpetuating the narcissist's toxic behavior. The narcissist's family is fully aware of their harmful tendencies and the manner in which they interact with each other within their dysfunctional family setting. Nevertheless, they understand that in order to preserve the peace and harmony between themselves, they will need an external individual among them to act as a buffer, who is not part of their dysfunctional family unit. Narcissists within a family dynamic often bond over targeting an external victim who becomes their scapegoat. This victim serves as a target for their blame and manipulation, creating a shared focus for the narcissists to direct their negative behaviors towards. This is the perverse unity over which they bond, by collaboratively targeting this new victim. Narcissists often hail from families with deeply ingrained dysfunction. And it is improbable that you are the first victim that the narcissist has introduced to their family. Their family members have borne witness to the narcissist's manipulation and mistreatment of targets, often multiple times before you came along. They have encountered victims who have endured the narcissist's cruel actions and were left emotionally devastated. This cycle has perpetuated many times before. These dynamics are not new to the narcissist's family. They are well versed in the tactics of manipulation. And the family members already know what they need to do and what precise actions to take in order to ensnare you and to lock you in and secure you as their next source of supply. They adhere to a rehearsed script, one they have practiced numerous times, revealing an unsettling familiarity that exposes the premeditated nature of their behavior and actions. While the narcissist prepares you to be their next source of supply, the family members frequently employ persuasion or exert pressure to compel you to be in the narcissist's company. The family members adopt a facade wherein they treat you as though you hold significance or importance to them. Through this orchestrated environment, they create an illusion of acceptance, making you believe, as though you are someone special and that you hold significance in their eyes. However, they will never divulge or disclose to you about the narcissist's previous victims, all the other victims who met the family before you did. Victims who were annihilated by the narcissist right in front of their eyes. The family members will never broach the subject of these past victims, nor will they mention the details of the interactions that unfolded. However, usually, this scenario has taken place numerous times prior to your involvement. And the family members are fully aware of this. They may even entice you with feigned kindness or deceptive support, creating the illusion that you are welcomed and approved of within the family fold. However, beneath this deceptive veneer of acceptance, they gradually begin to target your self-esteem and self-worth. They commence a covert process of invalidation, subtly causing you to feel inferior to your true self. Once you realize what is going on and begin confronting them, the family members team up against you, revealing their true nature. It is as if by confronting one of them you have exposed them all, resulting in their collective resistance against you. Your actions have led all the family members to introspect, resulting in multiple narcissistic injuries. You start to recognize the extent of their dysfunction. You begin to realize that you are the only sane, normal, rational person in that setting. If you try to leave the narcissist, both the narcissist and their family members will join forces and turn against you. Narcissists often create a scenario where they align with others against you, feigning issues, acting as though something is wrong and that you are the problem. This whole orchestrated process is a form of entertainment and a show of dominance for the narcissists. They enjoy the feeling of superiority when they can manipulate and control others. The family members take pleasure in the narcissist introducing these fresh sources of supply to the family, finding it enjoyable and a type of amusement, being well aware of the emotional harm that the victims will endure. They find it enjoyable, viewing it as a source of amusement and entertainment. They take pleasure in putting up a facade of acceptance and warmth towards you initially. And when they commence dismantling your confidence by gradually eroding your self-esteem through covert invalidation and manipulation, it becomes a source of nourishment for them. They take great pleasure in feeding off your pain. This process helps them regulate their emotions and enhance their self-esteem, instilling in them a sense of power and superiority over you. The family members choose to engage in this behavior because they enjoy it. They are in cahoots in this with the narcissist. The narcissist lures the victim in and they all prepare to feed off it. Much like a predatory animal who hunts its prey and takes it to its lair for its family to feast on. They are all just pure evil. When the narcissist initially introduced you to them, they were already well aware of the impending course of events and what was to follow. They adopted the guise of being hospitable and embracing, much like they had with previous victims in similar situations. And then when you start to realize what you're dealing with, and you begin to comprehend the true nature of these individuals, they all team up against you. It is as though they possess an innate knowledge of how to handle such scenarios, given their repeated experience. This familiarity is second nature to them, almost instinctive. When faced with an issue or disagreement with the narcissist, you may feel inclined to confide in or rely on the family members. You may try to seek solace by confiding in the family members as you may believe that they are on your side and that they will be supportive of your perspective. The narcissist's family members may appear to listen attentively as you reveal the issues or challenges that you have encountered. However, their sole intent is to gather all this information and convey it back to the narcissist. Their loyalty lies with the narcissist, and anything you share will be used against you. They will simply go and alert the narcissist that you become aware of their true intentions. Initially, you might believe that sharing your problems will lead to a resolution, or that they will mediate to restore the cordial and respectful atmosphere that they initially projected. However, nothing is ever resolved in this dysfunctional setting, as they are all part of the same scheme and collaborate in unison. This revelation exposes the dysfunctionality that prevails within their environment. The narcissist's family members are fully aware of what they are doing, and they possess a clear understanding of the impact their actions will have on you. Each of them is assigned a role to play in the narcissist's strategy. This orchestrated environment is simply designed to foster dependency and compliance, ensuring a steady stream of supply for the narcissist and their family. In these dysfunctional family settings, there is no trustworthy person you can confide in. The only solution is to terminate the relationship and cut off all contact with them. Sharing your thoughts with family members will only lead to them relaying the information back to the narcissist. Once you realize the truth and begin confronting them, the family members unite against you, revealing their true nature. It's when their facade begins to crumble, revealing their true ugly nature. Once you've deciphered their actions, they now no longer bother to conceal their true selves from you. None of them will support you. Instead, they'll stand united, choosing to remain loyal to one another. In the face of your revelation, the family members will rally together to protect their facade and preserve their dysfunctional unity. Dysfunctional individuals often stick together, clinging to what they know, even if it's unhealthy. This behavior is commonly practiced and customary for them. It's the pattern they are familiar with. Confronting the narcissist or their family members triggers a cascade of events. The entire family circle teams up against you, leaving you feeling isolated, confused, and defeated. As you begin to challenge the narcissist's hold, the family members intensify their efforts to break you down. Consequently, they will play mind games and collaborate against you, engaging in manipulative tactics. They will intentionally create confusion and uncertainty, all while trying to diminish your confidence by making you feel inadequate or guilty. They will invalidate you, making you feel as though you did them wrong or you weren't good enough for them. They will continue to chip away at your self-worth and self-esteem, and making you feel like you are a bad person, making you doubt yourself. They relentlessly aim at destroying your character and damaging your personality. Concurrently, they belittle your worth, fostering the belief that you can never measure up to their expectations. They show no regard for your opinions or perspectives. They want to tear you and break you down, to shape and mold you into their desired version. This cycle of destruction continues until you conform to their expectations. They already knew exactly what they were doing to you, as they've engaged in similar behaviors multiple times before. Yet, they have no intention of being held accountable or expressing remorse for their actions. They were conscious of their actions from the very start, but they've never genuinely cared for you, valued you, or acknowledged your worth as an individual. Their focus has solely been on what they could gain from you, and what resources or benefits you could provide. Other than that, whether it pertains to who you are as a person or how you feel about the situation, or your emotions, hold no significance for them. It is simply disregarded. It is like, what benefit are they going to gain in any way by considering your feelings or your perspectives? So, if you try to leave, don't expect them to feel any remorse for your departure. They won't extend any form of support or assistance, and in fact, they might even attempt to destroy you before you have the chance to leave. Their disregard for your identity or emotions is evident. Their focus is solely on themselves and how they can gain from the situation. Empathy is lacking in them, preventing them from acknowledging your feelings or considering your well-being, as it holds no potential advantage for them. They will present a facade of everything being awry. However, you swiftly realize that nothing is actually amiss. The dysfunctionality appeals to them, they derive pleasure from it. This chaotic setting aligns with their familiarity and preference. It's the environment they are accustomed to and at ease with. They thrive in these chaotic and hostile environments. They are at ease with embracing corruption and indecency without hesitation. They find pleasure in the chaos and actively enjoy it. In conclusion, dealing with a narcissist is a complex endeavor that extends beyond the individual. Understanding the role of their family members is essential to break free from their toxic grip. The calculated collaboration between the narcissist and their family can leave you emotionally scarred and confused. Recognizing the patterns and protecting yourself through distancing and seeking external support is the key to regaining your autonomy and rebuilding your life. I trust that you found this video helpful and enlightening. Please feel free to share your experiences and thoughts in the comment section below. Please demonstrate your support by giving this video a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribing to my channel. Be sure to activate the notification bell icon to stay updated and not miss out on my upcoming videos. I express my gratitude to everyone for tuning in and watching. Let us help spread the awareness and lead healthier and fulfilling lives.